Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Spooky AF. My name is Suz, and I'll be your lovely host today. Rob, my co-host, is also here. Rob, how are you doing?
I'm good. You know, I've been on holidays. We were just talking about the kind of crash to reality that you have after you've been on holidays, but I'm very, very glad I got away. It was lovely. It was just an Irish staycation, and it was delightful.
Oh,
How are you?
Oh, I mean, I was actually introduced to a concept this past week called the Gen Z stare.
What?
Yeah, so it's related to us going on holiday. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So apparently, I think it's like the Gen Z stare is basically that kind of blank dissociative look they give, like you can give someone, but it's like deployed in place of what should be a normal human interaction. Like, so for example, if you were to walk up and say like at the coffee machine at your office or whatever, and you say like, oh, how you doing? And then instead of getting oh, fine, thanks, you get just like a blank stare. It's called the Gen Z stare.
Okay.
And so then I was like, well, what's
I feel like I'm not cool enough for this. Like,
well, no, it's because we're not Gen Z. And so like my thing is like,
Yeah.
is this the answer to like the millennial depressive weeping?
yeah, I guess so.
Well, because I think we lost the light behind our eyes, and they never had it.
No, they never had it, but that in a way is probably better. They didn't know what they had.
Oh, 100%. I'm so like
They didn't have something to lose.
I'm so jealous of them. I'm jealous of their like cute little star pimple patches and their Gen Z stare. I am.
Yeah, it's just that, I'm getting tired of experiencing like once in a lifetime events multiple times.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could have stopped it. I'm getting tired of experiencing. Full stop.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just something comes up every once in a while. It's like, oh, this is a once in a generation experience. It's like, yeah, I've had 4 of these, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. You start thinking back. I'm reading a really great book right now on. It's called Family Values, and it's about kind of the convergence of neoliberalism and neoconservatism in American public policy. And
Says, fuck off. It's 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Don't be dropping the neoliberalism on me at 8:30 on a Sunday morning.
But like you read it and you're just like, God, like obvious, like oh, it's so bad. You're just like, oh God, it's been so bad. It's gonna be so. But it's like, yeah, so there's talking about things that were happening around the time of our birth, and
Right.
and you're just like, oh, we were fucked from jump. Like Jump Street, like that we never had a chance.
Yeah, I suppose for Americans it was around the time that George Bush had mission accomplished.
Oh God, yeah, I know, right? It's around the time that Ronald Reagan just decided that he wasn't going to acknowledge AIDS, and then we were just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Well, that's something.
That's something. I mean, to give everyone, I guess we can give everyone a little bit of an update how Ireland's doing right now. It's been warm, but extremely humid, which fucking sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
But, we take what we have.
We do.
We'll take what we can get, and that's okay.
Yep. 20% of Spain's young person population is currently in Dublin. So if you're a listener in Spain and you're wondering where your teenagers are, they're in Ireland.
Yeah. And if you're a Spanish teenager in Dublin currently, fuck you. I want you to know that the fucking constant music being played on public transport is not cool.
Please put in headphones. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucking tiring.
Yeah. I think it's delightful that you're coming here and learning English and all that, and at the schools, all that. Great, perfect, lovely. But please just be quiet, please.
Yeah, I don't need your music shared with me.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm like, if you're gonna, I think what's really telling is that rather than here lately, putting on music when I get up or when I'm doing something on public, when I'm on public transport or something, or a podcast, I've just been putting in my loop earplugs, and I think that just tells you more than anything else about where I am.
Yeah, absolutely, because headphones cannot mute out the noise.
What was something they were like, noise canceling headphones aren't enough. I need a lobotomy.
Yeah.
I think the same person a few days later tweeted, therapy isn't enough. I need to go back in time and stop my parents from meeting. And I was just like, damn, That is.
I don't know if I sent you a reel, but I found one the other day, and I was like, this gives off like Suz energy.
Yeah.
It was someone, and the caption was just a little something to take the edge off.
Yes, I saw that.
And she had her hand on like a lobotomy pick.
Yes, just something.
And I was like, that is some Suz energy.
It really is. Oh God. If we wanna, do you want to talk horror media for a moment?
Sure. I have nothing to add to the conversation this week, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well,
please,
I do.
By all means.
So when my husband and I were on holiday, we watched a film called Bring Her Back. And it's an
someone was talking to me about this the other day.
Yeah, like, so it's an Australian horror film, and it's one of the stars that you would probably know is like Sally Hawkins.
Yeah.
You know, for those who don't know, from like The Shape of Water, or my favorite adaptation of Jane Eyre, you know, and other things as well.
Sorry, you can't call it The Shape of Water, Sis. We all know it's Grinding Nemo.
I've never heard that before, but I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah.
So
sorry, continue.
Grinding Nemo. Anyway, so it's an Australian horror film, and it's about this this brother and his younger sister. So he's 17, and I think she looks about 15. I don't know if they ever say her age, but their father suddenly dies, and they go into foster care. Because the brother wants to take guardianship of the sister, but he's not 18 yet. So,
right, okay.
And so he's got like a 3-month period where he's still 17, so they're going to have to be in foster care for 3 months until he can apply for guardianship at 18. The thing is, so like his younger sister is blind. So they get placed with Sally Hawkins' character, and things just spiral. Like, it is one of the few films where I was like, I don't know what was more hard to watch, the body horror or the gaslighting.
I don't think I've ever heard that sentence uttered before.
Like we were like, there were so many parts where my husband and I were like, no, and it was equally about like this like pernicious gaslighting and things, and then but also being like, no, don't do that. Oh my God, I don't want to watch that happen to a human body. So anyway, it hits hard from minute 1 to the end, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's interested. It is it's not, so it's a horror, but it's not the type of horror that's a there are like no jump scares or anything like that. It's okay. Yeah, so it does have, so it's kind of a supernaturally horror, but there are no there's no like ghosts or anything. It's very visceral. I'll give you that.
Okay.
So anyway,
interesting.
Highly recommend it to you and our listeners. Super fun.
Thank you. Yeah, I think literally the only thing that I can remember that I've watched is we started watching a show called Barry, which I'm sure loads of people have watched.
Oh my God, I've watched the first season of that and just like couldn't do anymore. I think my husband's seen all of it. He really liked it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's basically Bill Hader is a former and turned hitman who wants to be an actor and moves to LA, but continues acting as a hitman.
Yep. And
that's all I really need to say about it.
And it's both hilarious and like really depressing.
It's super depressing.
Yeah.
You just have to keep watching it. That's the problem, where you just need to know how it's going to go.
And it kind of leads you to that, like, there are like genuinely comedic moments, and then there's moments where you're like laughing on the border of hysteria, so you don't like want to end it all.
Yeah.
Like that's
there's another guy in it, and I consistently forget his name, and I feel terrible, but I only just know him now as Milton from Office Space.
Yes. Yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's incredible in it as well. So I'd recommend that. And just to also mention that we are now in the week that South Park has returned. And they dropped their absolute clanger of an episode.
Oh my God, we watched it last night, and it is perfection from minute 1 to the end.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, damn, South Park is coming out swinging.
Yeah, I messaged your husband about it the other day, and I was like, I need you to go watch South Park.
Oh, we did. He'll be, if he hasn't been in touch about it, he will be, because we were just like, this is incredible.
Yeah, but the problem is, for the rest of the week now, I've just been walking around saying to everyone, hey, relax, guy.
Relax, guy. Oh my God, I know. Oh, it's just, they're like I hate that when watching it, it was very much like I was living in the scene in V for Vendetta where the family is watching Stephen Fry basically like make fun of the dictator on his show, and they're both like loving it and laughing, but also like terrified for Stephen Fry, who will soon be killed. Like, so that's how I felt. I was like, we have to protect the South Park guys.
Oh, I think they're fine.
Yeah, I know. They're fine. I know. I just, in that moment, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think of anyone that could do it, they're the ones that are gonna be okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
But it's been great to see that.
Oh yeah. Should we call back the skippers?
We should.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Skippers, hello. It is I, your least favorite host.
Suz bringing some real energy to this podcast on a Sunday morning.
I know what I am, Rob. I know what I am. I'm also making a conscious effort since you told me, you like messaged me being like, you're not allowed to click your mouse anymore. So I've been making a conscious effort to like use my trackpad instead.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, it was more just I was editing and I was like, why is... and then I was like, am I clicking while Suz is talking? And then I was like, no, that's Suz clicking.
No, I'm going through tabs and notes and things. Okay, so anyway, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I know. It was more just I sent it to you because I was like, there was desperation hitting me at that point where it was more like...
I do apologize.
The clicking must stop. It has nothing to do with the fact that I left the editing of the episode to the day before it came out. I promise.
Oh, hot damn, you were pushing it.
Oh, and the problem was I knew how long that episode was.
Yeah.
And I still was like, it's cool, I got time.
Oh.
I did not, in fact, have time.
The narrator, he did not have time.
No.
So today I'm gonna do the thing I always do, which is like I'm gonna have a short one and then I'm gonna talk for an hour. But
classic Suz.
So today it's Bigfoot 3, the Footening.
Oh my god.
So because it's been so fucking humid, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a stinky Bigfoot episode.
Damn.
So
you're bringing that energy that we all need right now.
Yep. So we've obviously done Texas Bigfoot, and we've done other iterations, but today, that's right, we're going down to the land of humidity and neoconservatism. That's right, we're going to Florida.
Damn.
Oh yeah, things are getting steamy. So
things are moist.
Things are moist. There is swamp ass everywhere. So we're in the land of alligators, Disney World, Cuban food, and unfortunately not equality, diversity, inclusion. So
very much so.
Very not. So Florida has its own iteration of the wood ape. So just to quickly go over my sources, obviously we're engaging with Reddit, specifically the Bigfoot and cryptozoology subreddits. Great Wikipedia articles. Garden and Gun magazine, which is
okay.
What a great.
I have questions, but okay.
Oh yeah. WestPalmBeach.com, News 6 Orlando, all things interesting, and actually lots and lots of just kind of local and national media outlets in Florida.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of coverage.
There's a lot to this.
Oh yeah, there's like a lot of mainstream coverage of this over the years, more so than I think we've encountered in our other Bigfoot conversations.
Well, it is it's bringing Florida energy already, so I respect that they're staying true to form.
I mean, I would have been happier if when they reported on it, they were like, you know how they have to say like Florida man, if they had said like Florida ape or something.
Yeah,
that would have been great. But no, it's been really interesting, and I think that let's start with like what are we talking about when we talk about Florida's Bigfoot? So Florida's Bigfoot is mainly known as the skunk ape.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. So, like other Bigfoot variants, it's said to be large, but actually we're going to go over size it a bit because it's a bit different than other Bigfoots. So it's a hairy humanoid creature that with a strong, gross, smegma-like smell. They had to bring in the dick cheese.
Classic.
Yep. That inhabits the forests and swamps in the southeastern U.S. So it's been reported sightings are in mostly Florida, but also Georgia and Alabama. And a lot of them have some pretty notable photographic evidence that they claim is proof of the skunk ape, which I'm going to show you. Some of it's terrifying, some of it's hilarious.
I'd expect no less
Yeah.
from Florida.
Oh, yeah. Terrifying and hilarious. So descriptions seem to settle on the creature being between 5 and 7 feet tall, with auburn-colored hair.
Okay.
So I have...
It's got some...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two things on that. So, number one, auburn-colored hair. All right, let's hear it for the gingers. Now, my thing is, like, is it hair or is it fur? Like, is it like a labradoodle situation where it's like, oh, it's not fur, it's hair because it doesn't produce dander? I don't know. Just a thought. Like, sorry.
Susan, you are dropping some serious shit on me this morning.
I'm sorry. It's early and I'm like, does Bigfoot have pet dander? Like,
Is Bigfoot okay?
is Bigfoot okay? Is Bigfoot himself an allergen? I need to know.
No one stops to ask, how is Bigfoot?
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's talk a bit for, like, the size. So, like, 5 to 7 feet is a lot smaller than the other Bigfoot variants we've covered.
Yes, it is, but at the same time, like, a 7-foot ape is still, you know...
That's
some...
It would be terrifying if you saw it in person. But, like, it's not ginormous. Because, I mean, I think we've talked about, like, you know, other people have put their local Bigfoot into, like, the 8 to 10 feet category.
True.
Like, a
human...
human...
People are charlatans.
True. Like, a human you see can be 7 foot tall. Like, they're really fucking tall, but they're not, like, out of the realm of human possibility.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're what, like 6'1"?
In my head, I'm 6 foot, yeah.
Yeah, 6, and then my husband's 6'4", so, like, y'all are tall, but, so, yeah, a 7 foot one would be terrifying, but I'm thinking, like, a 5 foot one, like, that's shorter than me. I mean, I'm 5'5", so...
Yeah, I'm just thinking in my head, though, of, have you seen the image of a hairless chimp?
Oh, I don't like that picture.
That is what I have in my head of, like, imagining that at 7 feet tall. Like...
I mean, yeah, like, especially because you're getting a, it's like a, sorry, I'm just thinking it's like a, you know, because you know how a chimp can, you know, like, tear off your face because they're all muscle?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, is that, like, oh, look, he's just a 5 foot Bigfoot, and then he just proceeds to, like, disembowel me. Like, I don't know. I'll be like, oh.
And wear your face.
Short king.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
It is super interesting.
And I wonder if that's if we're gonna take Bigfoot as existing and take the skunk ape as existing, I wonder if that's an evolutionary thing about, like, being in the swamp, which would normally have, like, the wooded areas would kind of be more lower foliage, maybe.
Yeah, it could genuinely be to do with, like, the ability to, like, traverse terrain and things like that. You're right. So
yeah. So
it would make sense.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Other than that, he seems to be mostly a stock standard, what you think of as a Sasquatch. Like, some say he's got, like, glowing red eyes, but I'm also thinking, like, because like, there is a photo I will share with you in a bit, because I really want to, like, record your reaction to it, but, like, he does have red eyes, and but I'm also like, yeah, because he's, like, looking straight at the flash of a camera. Like, that one seems pretty.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, my dog also has red eyes when he looks at the camera.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that Hopper is not a wood ape, I think.
I mean, he gives off that energy sometimes.
Sometimes. You're right. But, so, according to our friends over at the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, which we've been to before,
Classic, yeah.
Florida has 344 reported sightings of their Bigfoot, the skunk ape, with the...
Is that all?
Yeah, 300, but it's still one of the top ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's still fair play for that amount of numbers. I'm just surprised with Florida that there isn't more.
Well, you also have to consider that it's, like, whatever search net, or, like, what are they considering a reported sighting?
True.
Yeah, so, like...
True, and I suppose Florida would also try to bring vigilante justice against Bigfoot, so...
Oh, well, actually, they were kind of bringing vigilante justice for Bigfoot, and we will get into it. So,
oh, shit, okay.
We're talking about bats. We're talking about bears. Oh man, we are getting into it. Battlestar Galactica. Anyway, so
I was waiting for you to say it.
So Florida has 344 sightings, with the most recent report that they're aware of at their organization being August of 2024. So not long ago.
Okay. No.
So according to general folklore, a skunk ape type creature has appeared in the literature and the mythos since the influx of European settlers to the region. In fact, even as early as 1818, a local newspaper from this town has a great name, Apalachicola.
Okay, what a great name.
What a great, no notes, chef's kiss.
No.
We are getting real southern today. Should I play up?
Yeah.
Should I play up the twang that I have lost mostly lost over the years of living in the UK and Ireland?
No, you can't establish that you're Irish and then drop back into the South.
It's true. It's true. In Apalachicola, Florida, they claimed that a man-sized monkey was raiding local food stores and storage sites and was stalking fishermen as they moved up and down the shore.
Classic.
Yeah. Because Bigfoot loves the beach. He's gonna bring the beach whatever body he's got, and he is going to work it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Fair play to him.
Yep. So, the Wikipedia page greatly notes, and I love this so much, that the skunk ape is the cousin of the Honey Island swamp monster.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
It's all connected.
We're establishing family ties here.
Damn.
So if y'all don't remember, that's the Bigfoot iteration that has one possible origin story saying it is the product of an alligator fucking an escaped circus monkey.
Yeah, it was also that episode, I think, where my brain eventually just gave up.
Yep.
The words were used and sentences were uttered that I don't think I've still recovered
I mean,
from.
to be fair, we are going to go to those places today, so you wait.
I gathered from some of the sentences that we've already used that we're going there.
So anyways, that we're talking about that's cousin. Just to say, naturally, some cryptozoologists identifying people in their attempts to anchor their assertions in something they see as more legitimate than them just saying what they think, have claimed that the skunk ape relates to a similar creature described in Seminole, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Miccosukee culture, but as all of you know, we shouldn't be colonizing and appropriating other people's cultures, so we're not going to go there. We're just going to deal with the raw reported facts that we've gotten from people who claim they are eyewitnesses. So.
Good. Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
So let's get into some 20th and 21st century sightings. So in 1929, we're in the Florida Keys, and witnesses claim that an unknown ape-like creature was hanging around the construction site of the Perky Bat Tower. So
okay,
I need you to I need you to understand the Perky Bat Tower. So the Perky Bat Tower is also called the Sugarloaf Key Bat Tower, and I'm gonna send you a picture. Just 2 seconds. I'm gonna send it to you on something. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Have a look at that.
Okay.
Tell me what is the purpose of that building, Rob?
It's given big dick energy.
Will you describe it to our listeners?
Yeah, so it's like some sort of like a monolith that's on legs, like suspended legs, that obviously presumably keep it up off a flooded area. That's what it gives off. Like you'd expect to see this in a swamp, like sitting up quite high.
Yeah, so this is on the Florida Keys.
Yeah, and it's like this tower that looks like it's built with roof slates that's slowly tapering inwards.
Yep.
As it gets taller, and it's given off some just weird energy, and I don't know what the weird energy is, but it just doesn't look normal or correct.
It was built in 1929 by Richter Clyde Perky, that's where it gets the name, the Perky Bat Tower. So it was built to control the mosquito problem in the Lower Keys.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This makes sense now.
So what the plan was to introduce a bunch of bats to it. So essentially, it's going to house loads of bats. That's kind of why it's built the way it's built.
Yeah, okay.
And they had done this based on some of the research of a contemporary bat scientist, person who specializes in bats. And the thing that gets me is
was it Bruce Wayne?
Fuck, I should just stop now. You got me. Damn it. That's right. It was made to clean up the streets. The Perky Bat Tower. Wayne Industries backed this. Sorry, too much.
Big Wayne Industries.
Big Wayne energy. So essentially they built it, they were going to introduce a load of bats to it. Now my first thing is, having come out of like COVID and learning about like how insanely disease-ridden bats just naturally are, I'm thinking mosquitoes may not have been the biggest issue here.
Yeah. Yeah, bats got their own thing.
They got their own thing going on. But if you don't know, you should definitely look up why bats are kind of hothouses for viruses, like deadly viruses. It's actually really interesting. But I mean, they are important for the ecosystem, but like don't go around wild bats, please. But anyway, so they put a load of bats in. However, it didn't work. So why didn't it work? Well, they said that when it was built on the key, it was the local skunk ape came up to it and shook it so hard that the bats that had been introduced to it flew off and never returned.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, like so does this mean that Florida skunk ape is in cahoots with mosquitoes? Like, is he trying to spread malaria?
Wait,
that's the question that I have to ask.
Is Bigfoot into the big malaria? Like, whoa.
He is basically in the New World Order.
Wait a minute. Is the New World Order interested in giving everyone malaria? That seems weird.
Yeah, they got to control the population somehow.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually, in researching this, I stumbled across a website, like magazine, that was so out there. I was like, I can't even like source this because I'm genuinely concerned. Like, yeah, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's certain things that come up in my history that it genuinely concerns me, that sometimes I click into websites and I'm like, that's locked in there forever now.
I think one of the article titles, I didn't click into it because I was like, I feel like I've already gotten about like a computer virus, but like it was something like how the Muppets Christmas Carol is like contributing to like the satanic New World Order or something, and I was like, woo. Okay.
I'm gonna have to look that up for myself.
Yep. So if you're interested, have a ball.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we already see that the skunk ape is anti-bat and very pro-malaria and anti-bat structure. So
Maybe the mosquitoes in Florida are just built different.
oh well, there are it's fucking humid as hell there. They are just ginormous.
Yeah.
Do you want
basically Jurassic Park down there?
Do you want to hear a funny bit of like Sue's lore?
Please do.
So speaking of mosquitoes, is that so my mother has a chronic illness that has in the past frequently been treated by chemotherapy, like like low doses. So she for a long time was on like a low dose of chemotherapy, and therefore like for a long time, if a mosquito bit her, you could watch it like fly off and then slowly die and hit the ground. It was hilarious.
I do love that.
So she,
I'm a big fan of that.
She was like her own citronella candle. It was really fucking fun. So like it was actually great to sit around her because it's like a couple of mosquitoes would bite her and die, then they'd tell the others would watch and be like, okay, we can't go over there.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, that's a bit of lore. But so anyway, back to the swamp monster. Sorry, not swamp. No, we're not talking about swamp monster. Skunk ape. Sorry, we can't be mixing these up. We're talking about the skunk ape.
You will address him by his correct title, Sis. Thank you very much.
So, after this in 1929, all was pretty quiet on the skunk ape front until roughly 1940, when in 42, a man in Sewanee County claimed to spot an ape-like creature who dashed out of the brush line while driving down an isolated road. Which, I'm sorry, driving down an isolated road in the Deep South is the most Southern Gothic, like, intro to a horror film ever. Like, for those of you who haven't done it...
It's True Detective.
Oh, it's 100% true. For those of you who haven't done it, like, driven down a rural dirt road at night in the South, it's truly unsettling. Like,
yeah,
there's just a weird ambiance because you're like, okay, if I die from like natural causes, like no one's finding my body for days, like particularly in like Texas.
It just brings a different energy.
Yeah,
like
as you're driving down, you're like, okay, I could believe that like the devil's out here just waiting. I believe that, but I mean, it reminds me of for those of you who have partaken of a good creepypasta every now and again. There's a good one it's called, I think, like 9 Miles, or 12 miles or something. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's like a ritual creepypasta where if you go down like an isolated dirt road, you can like go through hell, and then if you come out the other side, you'll get like your heart's desire or something, and it's really well written. So
that is wild.
Yeah, it's a good one. I suggest it if anybody's looking. But yeah, so this is what's happened. This is what this guy's doing. So he sees a skunk ape like shoot off from the brush on the side of the road.
Right. Okay.
So, but the thing is, he doesn't just see it dash. He says the skunk ape runs alongside his car, like keeps pace.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This all of a sudden gets intense.
Yeah. Grabs onto the car. So he's basically like Marty McFlying it.
Yeah, okay.
Runs by the car for about half a mile while beating on the door with his free hand.
Jesus.
Yeah. Tell me how terrifying that is. Oh my god. Like, what do you do?
You not 10 minutes ago were saying that, oh yeah, 5 to 7 foot ape isn't that big. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah. No. Fair. So, because at first when I read that he was, like, he'd seen it run from the brush, I was like, that's how, like, it's a deer, it's, like, there are lots of, like, you know, wild animals out there.
Bear.
Yeah. It's a cougar, it's something. But, yeah, so until that, I was like, well, a deer's never done that. So.
No.
So, yeah, that was in 42.
So presumably he got a real good look of it as well as a result.
Yeah, so that's where a lot of the description comes from, is like he confirmed I think he said it was like 6 feet tall with like dark reddish hair and like a foul smell. So
it's a swamp ginger basically attacked him.
Don't talk about my mom like that. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. My mom's not ginger. But wouldn't it have been great if she were? Like,
it would have just written itself.
It would have been, no notes. So this incident was the beginning of a spate of sightings of the skunk ape in Florida, where they named the creature the Barden Booger.
Nicknames back then were just it was a simpler time.
I mean, to be honest, that would still track for like 2025 the South. like the Barden Booger. Like
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that.
So we get even like so the sightings kind of peter off but don't disappear. But in the 60s and 70s, we get like an explosion of them. So there were more sightings occurred in Central Florida. There was one in 63 where a fairly large family kept running into the creature around the rural home, and including...
God, I hate when I just keep running into Bigfoot.
I know, it really pisses me off. So including an incident where the skunk ape was caught peering in their window at night.
Oh no. No, thank you.
No.
I don't need that now.
And then in the 70s, things get real wild. Because even the local cops get in on the sightings.
So I'm concerned now that we're wading into territories now that Skunk Ape is now a nonce.
Explain what a nonce is to our non-UK Ireland listeners.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
But then I also don't want you to Google.
No. It's like a slang word for a pedophile.
Yeah, a real creepy guy.
Yeah, it's like not a good dude. So 2 sheriff's deputies.
Suz 2025, a nonce is not a good dude.
Not a good dude. Is that even a hot take? That has to be like a cold take, right? Like that's just.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty freezing cold take.
Yeah, that's like a liquid nitrogen take. So 2 sheriff's deputies, Marvin Lewis and Ernie Milner, in the 70s, report that they saw the creature in a grove of trees, so they shot at it with their firearms.
Of course. This is Florida. I would have been disappointed it had a firearm not been used.
Yeah, no de-escalation required. Just shoot at it.
No, that's still Florida 2025.
So the deputies claim that they followed its distinctive footprints and were able to recover some of its hair from a barbed wire fence that had been partially pushed down. Like something had kind of run into it and over it.
Right, okay.
Which I'm like, damn, Bigfoot's gotta have thick skin, because barbed wire is not fun to grab onto.
No, definitely not.
Spoken by someone who's accidentally done it in the past. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, right there with you.
That's why in Texas we are required to get a tetanus booster every once in a while.
It's so funny, like the requirements for Texas living. Like Ireland is basically the Shire. We don't even have any predators here. Well, we don't have any animals.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, well,
Catholic Church did enough there. But no, we don't have any animals that are predators. We don't have rabies. We don't have anything really, and it's lovely.
It's true.
And then just to exist in Texas, it's.
Oh yeah, like you're basically like you're like in your GP's office every other week, being like, "Boost me, bitch." I'm about to go walk barefoot through the woods. Like
I stood outside and a rattlesnake bit me.
Yeah. I stood outside my urban home and a rattlesnake bit me. Like I was on North 5th Street. Like, you know. I once
a raccoon stole my wallet.
Yeah, I once fell off a horse into a cactus patch. That fucking sucked too. I know. It's the most country thing ever.
You're building this picture around yourself.
Well, even the horse looked at me like, you fucking idiot.
The horse is like, I was causing you no bother. This is entirely on you.
I was like, I know. My mom had to had to lift me out, and then I just looked like a porcupine.
And did your mom give you the classic like parent like talking down to you, basically being like, you're a fucking idiot, effectively, but in like less direct terms?
Oh no, more direct terms. She was like, stop fucking crying. This could be worse. Like, it's fine. And she had to dig out spines that were like embedded into my muscles. She was like, stop crying. I was like, okay.
This could be worse. It could have been 2 cactus patches.
Yeah, exactly. She could have been like, you could have fallen into a cactus patch that was housing a family of rattlesnakes. I'm like, I guess you're right. Like, you know, like, I mean, this is coming from the woman who frequently, like, growing up, she'd be like, eat the rest of your dinner. She's like, I'd say, you know, because that whole parent thing of, like, you know, there were people starving on the planet. She'd be like, that could be us next week. So, like, this woman's like tough as nails. So
yeah.
Yep.
Well, look, you know.
Yep.
She's bringing a certain energy, and I respect that.
Yep. I respect it and am terrified of it. So, you know.
Good. It's a healthy balance.
Exactly. So yeah, the cops shoot at it and all that. So in the 70s, so we're in the 70s now when they've shot at it at the Skunk Ape. So the deputy's stories seem to corroborate other kind of contemporary claim sightings, and these were actually heavily covered in the newspapers, as I mentioned, in both rural counties and big cities like Miami. So there was widespread coverage in outlets like the Palm Beach Post and the Miami Herald.
So we got an urban skunk ape as well.
Yeah. And partly, if you think about it, this is, I mean, during the 60s and 70s in Florida, you really get an influx of people into urban areas and the expansion, kind of the urban sprawl of cities into previously kind of wild nature areas. So you are getting just more general contact with people, and this is where you get more kind of like, why is there an alligator in my back garden? And then you have to be like, well, technically you're in the alligator's back garden kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
that's the kind of the time period in which we're coming. And then there are even stories where the skunk ape is charged with slaughtering local livestock.
Right, okay.
Which I'm like, do the aliens know that the skunk ape stole their copyright on that?
No, they absolutely don't.
Like, and then I'm like, well, was the skunk ape probing? I don't know. I feel like I'm litigating for aliens, but
well, someone has to.
Someone has to.
Know.
I think that site I found that I can't go back to probably is like So I wanna go into a couple of the most notable sightings of the skunk ape. So we're actually gonna launch into this is 3 days before Christmas in the year 2000.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay.
all right, we're at the millennium. A family heard an extremely loud noise on their back deck. There was so much banging, and that sounded like they said an overweight drunk was knocking over the deck chairs. Which that's a very specific. Like, has that happened to you? Like,
I was about to say that's like one of those signs that you see where it's like sledding is not allowed on the stairs.
Yes.
It's like that sign is there because someone's done that.
Do you think it woke them up and they were like, God damn it, Jerry? Like,
yeah,
he's back. Like,
Yeah.
However, this had a low, deep grunting and a stench like something was rotting. So they come back. They come to the back window and they see essentially what is described as the skunk ape. The family actually originally thinks it's just an escaped orangutan from the local zoo, which seems fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they managed to get a photo. So let me send that to you.
This is weirdly kind of reminding me of that that X-Files episode. I think it's the one about the Jersey Devil, where it turns out that it's two Neanderthals that are just existing.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, yeah, that's an early one.
Yeah, I think it's season 1.
Yeah, it is. I know, because we just recently watched season 1.
Okay, yeah, it's one of like the earlier episodes in season 1. It might be like episode 4 or 5 or something.
Well, and I found out it was just like this Neanderthal woman who was protecting her kids.
Yeah, it's that the vibe it's kind of giving me there. I'm a fan of. I'm letting my X-Files nerd out a little bit.
That's fine.
I gotta rein it back in there.
Okay, look at this photo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the big happy face on him.
Yeah. So basically, it's a bunch of. They look like. Oh, they're not palm fronds, but they're something kind of tropically looking plant. And behind, kind of behind it, is this, like, imagine a Bigfoot.
It's a guy in an ape suit.
Yeah, it's like a Bigfoot guy with, like, longer hair than normal. And it looks like he's either smiling or his teeth are bared or some combination of the two.
No, that's a big happy smile on him.
That's a big happy smile.
He's got like a Santa Claus style beard and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that is. That's the one that they thought was the big drunk on the, which I'm sorry, it still might be Jerry based on that photo.
I completely agree.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing in this that doesn't tell me that this isn't a dude.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it looks like a guy but anyway, the reason I found even like the Florida Bigfoot in general, this is where we're heading back to Reddit. So on the, let me find it, there we go. So on the cryptozoology subreddit, somebody posted this photo and was asking because basically this is a subreddit I don't frequent. So I actually don't frequent Reddit. I'm shocked. I don't frequent Reddit very often. I just don't get on social media sites generally. But
fair.
Unless I have like a particular question, and that question is usually like, is this drugstore makeup product good? And that's like the only thing I ask Reddit. And all the makeup bitches come out and tell me, and I love it. So it seems canon that everyone on the cryptozoology subreddit has denounced the existence of Bigfoot, which kind of surprised me, because I'm like...
Yeah, they don't have any right to denounce Bigfoot. Like... especially not Reddit.
So the poster of that, because they said, like, this is from 6 months ago, by the way, so they said, since pretty much everyone in the sub has denounced the existence of Bigfoot, what about the Florida skunk ape? And so then there was like a discussion about it. And one of the funniest things I thought was that as they get into it, the conversation becomes about not what you think about, or like not what you think it would be about, but about who owns the copyright to that photo. Like, I fucking love Reddit so much, because the comments are just unhinged. Like, they're pulling up copyright law and, like, quoting it to each other. But anyway, the other main conversation in the comments is that this photo, like, has haunted people for decades. Which I think is hilarious, because it looks so fake to me. Yeah,
like, I've seen this before, and every time I see it, it just, like, it's not real. Like, it's very clearly not real.
Yeah. So,
like, this is basically at the back of someone's garden.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've got a dude just hang out behind some plants to clearly hide his suit. They've thrown, like, a rug over him. Mm-hmm. And they took a picture. Like, if you're standing this close to an ape and you surprise it with a fucking camera flash, I don't think you're surviving that encounter. Absolutely not. Like, why would something that size be scared? They would and run away. They like their fight or flight is like gonna be fight. Yeah. Unless the dude taking the picture was fucking like half Thor Bjornsson. Like. There's nothing that can be done in this situation. Yeah, unless the person taking the photograph is the mountain. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or literally another Bigfoot. Oh my god, can we get into the Bigfoots photographing Bigfoots? Is this like a Peter Parker style thing where he stuck a camera up on a tree, took the picture, and now he's dropping it off? Yes. Oh my god, like, is the honey swamp monster like taking a photo of the skunk ape so they can like... They're just making
but
it all goes deeper.
But that leads me to like the craziest conversation I saw. So people were talking about, they were like, well, we need to remember that what we're seeing are not the alpha Bigfoots.
Oh, very good.
Yes,
of course.
Because like they're saying that like that we likely don't have sightings of alpha Bigfoots, because they're like, so there was like a whole argument about this on Reddit, and basically this one poster was saying that, okay, so we have to take as fact, which I love the beginning of that. Amazing. Sure, let's do it.
Never change Reddit.
Never change. Or no, change some bits, definitely. Actually, I take that back. Change a lot of things. Anyway, so he was like, so Bigfoot would have evolved in the tundra of kind of the Arctic Circle of northern Europe and Russia, right, and Asia, just generally. They would have migrated across the Bering Strait down into mostly Canada. And so they were saying, so therefore they would be like fully adapted and thrive in dark and extremely cold environments. So they're saying that, like, this isn't, they're basically bringing in a bit of like this alpha bro alt-right nonsense. They're like, these guys would have been like testosterone to fuck. And I'm like, don't get into the T level of Bigfoot. Come on. But we did.
Yeah.
And so anyway, they're saying that he'd be so beefed up and like in charge of all the bitches out there and having families that basically anytime we see a Bigfoot, it will be on the edges of civilization because they've gotten old or weak or sick and they're, foraging for easier food. So we're seeing the decrepit Bigfoots. We're not seeing like the alphas.
Right.
So
I don't think it works that way.
I'm not saying I thought that. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
What
I know.
found.
Yeah. No, I'm just disagreeing with Reddit.
Standard, as you should generally.
Yeah. There's problems with all of that conversation, but sure.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of an overview of the skunk ape. The most skeptics are like, it's likely a Florida black bear.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Because Reddit has decided that it's a beta cook soy boy.
What? What? Don't ever say that again. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's clearly not one of the alphas, so...
Yeah. But hilariously, Orlando's Gatorland Park used the skunk ape's reported foul smell to promote social distancing during COVID.
Jesus Christ. Actually, do you know what?
That's smart.
That's a win.
Yep. I liked that.
I was about to criticize that, but no.
Yep. So,
the only time in history that smegma has been used for a good.
Oh my god. Well, so moving swiftly on. That's it. That is the skunk ape. The ginger, the small ginger cousin of the honey swamp monster, and it's also the cousin of a different Bigfoot that I will do in a later episode from a different area of the States.
Excellent.
So
thank you for this. This has been wonderful.
Yeah.
My brain is still just broken over Reddit arguing over copyright laws and then
taking
creating a hierarchy.
Yeah, the evolutionary
hierarchy of Bigfoots.
Yeah, the evolutionary history of the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you trying to evolutionary psychology your way through the Bigfoot family?
This is the thing that I find hilarious is they're in agreement that Bigfoot doesn't exist, but then they've also created a family tree and a hierarchy and...
Yep. Yep. So... yeah.
Classic Reddit.
So that's it for me. Rob, will you tell them where our listeners can smell us on the socials?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you can get us on social media, Threads and Instagram at the Spooky AF Pod. You can get us on YouTube in the comments after each of the episodes goes up. And yeah, you can get us on Gmail at spookyafpodcast@gmail.com. We've actually been getting a lot more YouTube views recently.
Oh.
So if people want to drop some comments in there, feel free to.
Are you posting I don't look at the YouTube channel because it scares me. So because YouTube in general scares me. But I love, are you doing Mr. Beast style, thumbnails or something? To pull.
I wish that was the case. No.
I don't. So.
Every single episode that we put up is just a picture of our logo, and then it's just the episode.
It's a great fucking logo, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, like it's you know, I don't have time to do any sort of video editing apart from that, so that is what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, we weirdly our YouTube views are now outpacing in certain circumstances our other listenership. So it's a strange world that we currently live in.
I mean, I really hope it's that people are putting us on so they can avoid like their 9 to 5 mentally and emotionally.
I'm hoping
that's the case.
Yeah. If that is the case, I'm very glad that is the case.
Oh yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't know what to tell any of you.
Yeah, I mean, like we use a lot of coarse language and imagery. Like, I hope our audience isn't too young. Like.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
I've been checking the analytics. Okay. We have a very specific age range of around 20.
Okay.
Up to about 50.
Okay, that's grand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're good. We can say whatever we want.
Amazing. Okay. So I guess my parting words are be careful of like beefy hairy gingers and maybe stay out of Florida.
Yeah, stay away from the betas.
I thought you were gonna say the gators. Are there beta gators? What a fucking beta gator. That's another episode. That's an episode. Have you ever seen a gator get cucked? Like, sorry. What's the gator equivalent of the cock chair? Sorry.
A lily pad.
A lily pad. And on that note, I'm leaving y'all. Goodbye. Have a great week and see y'all next time.
Take it easy, guys. Bye.